Then we'll travel to the big open area where the second set of bees are. And after we defeat them, we have to settle down the group.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Hey cool people, welcome to Item Hunt, a show where we hunt items. I know, profoundly shocking concept that is. I'm Nick, I'm a he/him, and today we're playing Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix and collecting every item, puzzle piece, reward, chest, and map in Atlantica and 100 Acre Wood. Feel free to follow me on Patreon at Nick McSleighton, all one word, NickMcSleighten, or subscribe here on YouTube for more Kingdom Hearts content. It'll really open the door for you. Let's talk about how this video is set up. It's sectioned by world, so I'll do all the items in the first world, its missions and minigames, then move on to the next, starting with Atlantica. Got it? Okay, great. Let's dive into this video. When we land in Atlantica the first time, we'll get some swimming tutorials, and then have to find Flounder. So let's not do that. Instead, we'll swim right and grab the duality puzzle piece hiding under this. Now we'll swim up to Flounder, who is just kind of floating there. Then we'll get a tutorial about how to do the songs, and after that, we'll get the Undersea Kingdom map. When we spawn back in, take a look, I completed the duality puzzle piece. Can you believe my mom put it right up on the fridge? I'm very talented. Also, we'll get the rare document from it. Side note, completing the puzzle piece isn't specific to Atlantica, but this is when I got it, so. Now let's go up to Sebastian and start the first song. Quick note, never pause during one of the songs or you'll be forced to restart it. Also, I'm not going to make you sit through the whole song or anything like that. In fact, I'm going to tell you how to beat it the easiest way possible. Laziest, you could say. I won't, but you could. For the first song, Swim This Way, we only have to finish it with 5 excellents in a row. A bad will remove one of those excellents, and a good won't do anything. So if we want to get really wet and wild, we can ignore the song until after the bubble section. We'll see this wide shot of the stage with 2 X prompts on the sides. That's when we'll start if we're perfect at hitting excellence. We'll have exactly 5 chances, so no bads, no goods, no mistakes.
No hesitation, no surrender.
Otherwise, if you're not too confident, we can start from the row of jellyfish instead, where we'll have 11 chances to get the 5 perfects. When the song ends, we'll be booted to the world until we get the magnet spell, which is collected from beating Oogie Boogie in the first visit of Halloween Town. When we return, we can swim into Triton's throne, and then grab these 2 frontier puzzle pieces. Getting these also let me complete the frontier puzzle, where I collected a manifest illusion, another one for the fridge. Then we'll go back to the undersea courtyard and talk to Flounder to begin the second song, Part of Your World, which only requires us to get 5 excellents in a row. Triangle is included now, so I don't know, it's the same as X, just higher on the controller. If we're really skilled, it can be done in 20 seconds. First X, 2 triangles, then 2 X's. Now kick back, grab a snack, punch a horse, whatever you do with your free time. If you mess up at any point, it's okay. Note, our last chance is at the line up where they walk. From there, we'll have to hit excellence on the last 6 prompts, or Ariel won't be walking anywhere. When the song ends, we'll be thrown out until we get Sora's drive gauge up to 5, which comes from beating the hostile program in Space Paranoids. Shameless item hunt self-plug. Click on it later. So, when we spawn in, let's splash up to Sebastian and start the third song, Under the Sea. This song introduces Square, which is the same as X and Triangle, however, don't try to get an excellent when you see Sebastian.
No, that's wrong!
A perfect prompt press of Sebastian will get you a bad score, but if you purposely press too soon or wait too long, you'll get an excellent. Now, I did quite a bit of practice here to see where we can start while still succeeding, and it seems like, as long as, on the land-water scale to the right, if Ariel's silhouette is above the water line, here, we'll succeed.
Great success.
To do that, we should start when Sebastian is singing in front of the snails during the chorus refrain, just before he leaps onto the pedestal in the middle. We don't have to be perfect after that, but we will need majority excellence in order to succeed. When the song ends, we're out. Until we have the Magnera spell, which we get from beating Grim Reaper in Port Royal. When we land, we'll talk to Ariel, and after a cutscene, we'll talk to Sebastian, and then we'll go to Song 4, Ursula's Revenge. This song adds in the Spam X prompt, which we'll want to spam the instant we see. This this song is cleared once we drop Ursula's health to 0. I was able to have that be completed during the line, "Crush those stupid fools," after Sora is dragged under the water by Flotsam and Jetsam. But if you're faster at spamming than me, you should be able to get it before Sora is dragged under the water. And if you're worried Ursula may have like a sliver of health remaining, just spam the next spammable X prompt and she'll definitely be defeated then. Once you're done, go eat a sandwich, kick up your feet, sign the petition in the description to say no to bills that ban drag shows, or whatever you do with your free time. Once the song ends, we'll get the mysterious Abyss Keyblade. And again, we'll get kicked out, only to return once we have Thundaga, which we get from defeating the Big Yosh in Pride Lands, aka the Ground Shaker. When we return, we can swim up to Sebastian and talk to him to begin the 5th and final song, which uses all the prompts from the previous 4 songs. This one is easy, as you'll only need to get 30k points, which is about at the point where they swim up and say, "How about you introduce us to these lovely friends of yours?" You'll also get another like 6,000 points or so from Sebastian Square prompts, so you can be a little under by that finishing point. It's no big deal. When the song ends, thank God, we'll get the Blizzard Element Magic and an Orichalcum Plus, and also a trophy for completing the world story. And as a side note, for the missions and minigames of Atlantica, they want you to repeat the songs.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Check this out, we don't have to beat the songs. We can literally just let them run via the green ball in the undersea courtyard, then just walk away. Because failing the song still counts as playing it again in the journal.
Suck it, nerds!
Once you've done that for the 5 songs, that'll be it for Atlantica.
It's over!
Now then, let's move on to... First things first, consider hitting that like button if this video helped you so far. Second things second, let's go over the page locations. Disney Castle in the library, Pride Lands in the Oasis, Hollow Bastion in the Crystal Fissure, Land of Dragons in the Throne Room, and lastly, Agrabah in the Ruined Chamber. Check the description for links to all those worlds and their items. As for 100 Acre Wood, the very first visit requires no pages, and it'll automatically happen after completing the second world. Usually for me it's Beast Castle, it's when Merlin pulls the ship back to Hollow Bastion. When we land in Merlin's house, we'll run up to Donald and...
Who's gonna do? We can too.
Then we'll enter Pooh Bear's house, where we cannot grab this puzzle piece floating above his roof. We'll come back for it later. But we can grab the 3 chests on the side of Pooh's house. The AP Boost chest, the Mithril Stone, and lastly, the 100 Acre Wood map. Then we can talk to Pooh, and we'll get shot out into Hollow Bastion, defeat some Heartless, then return to Pooh's house. Then we'll get the baseball charm, i.e. the Chicken Little summon. Best summon in the game, don't at me. When we return for the first torn page, Piglet's house, we can grab a Mithril gem sitting in front of the stump on our left. Then we can scoop up the big chest on the east side. It contains a defense boost. Remember, use it now. Just left of that is a duality puzzle piece. Then we can run around to the back side of Piglet's house, which is this big tree where an AP boost chest rests. Now we can talk to Piglet and begin the Blustery Rescue minigame. Now it's not too hard, but I'll give more specifics on how to do it later on in the video, when we do the missions and minigames for 100 Acre Wood. For now, I've got 2 words of advice for you. Attack! When the minigame's done, we'll be tossed out, and we can return when we have the second page, Rabbit's house, where we can head to the Cabbage Patch to the east and grab the duality puzzle piece. Then we can run back to the Pumpkin Patch and collect the AP Boost chest, then hop westward over the fence for a Mithril crystal chest in the corner. Then we'll run north, past the clothesline, and grab the big chest containing a draw ring. Then we'll head towards the northwest corner and start the Honey Slider minigame.
To the left. Take it back now, y'all.
Which again will be gone over in the missions and minigames part, but as a little tip, grab Gopher whenever you can, as he'll give you an extra hit. When we beat it, we'll be bumped back to Merlin's house, and then we can return with page 3. But before we activate it, we can go to Pooh's house and finally grab that floating daylight puzzle piece, as long as we have high jump level 2 from Valor Form. Then we can head over to Kanga's house and grab the big chest in the northwest corner. It's holding a magic boost. Then we can run over to the boxes on the west side and leap up to the daylight puzzle piece sitting on this big pile of stuff. We'll then move further west to the AP boost chest seated by the fence, and last we'll dash east to the window where we'll see the last chest in this room. Then we can talk to Tigger and do the super easy version of the balloon bounce. It's actually so easy, I'll just leave on the screen how to do it. Like, take a look. As for page 4, it's the spooky cave.
No, you're right, too scary.
And we just need to talk to Kanga to start the minigame, the Expotition. I'll go over this one now because there's chests and stuff in here. So we have 5 minutes, and I like to ditch the crew at the beginning. Or maybe I don't, who's to say? After we defeat the first set of bees, there will be a daylight puzzle piece on the right side of the ice hallway. Then a mithril gem chest on the left side of the same hallway. Then we'll travel to the big open area where the second set of bees are. And after we defeat them, we have to settle down the group.
Daddy, chill. What the hell is even that?
Now we'll go into the alcove with the ice on the floor. It's the third doorway from the left. Left if we're facing away from the way we came in. The alcove has 2 chests inside it, a mithril crystal chest and the guard recipe chest. And when we walk out, we'll go to the now rightmost doorway, and it'll be a narrow, short hallway with an orichalcum chest at the end of it. When we exit that hallway, we'll go to the exact opposite doorway, where there will be a descending slope with an AP boost chest at the bottom of it. Then we'll go back, turn right at the top of the slope, and go down the ice path, and at the intersection, we'll find our third and final bee fight. Once they're bee-feated, we can grab the AP boost chest sitting on the ice. Then we can follow the rest of the path directly to Pooh Bear. We'll then get the Sweet Memories Keyblade and the Spooky Cave map. Then after being booted for the last time, we'll return with the 5th and final page containing Starry Hill. And we can get the final puzzle piece, the Daylight puzzle piece, floating in the northwest corner, if we have High Jump level 2 and Aerial Dodge level 2. And we'll just need to leap from the highest bush, air dodge, and then attack with our Keyblade. Oh, and of course, the northeast corner has a style recipe chest. And there's a big chest on the west wall containing the Cosmic Ring. You could say it's out of this world. I won't, but you could. That's officially all the chests and puzzle pieces in Atlantica and 100 Acre Wood. However, there is the little matter of the 100 Acre Wood missions and minigames, starting with the task at hand. Or should I say, head? No, I probably shouldn't. The honeypot minigame on this initial time only requires us to get it off Pooh's head. We'll then get the Cure Element spell and the Orichalcum Plus and a trophy for doing that. Real quick, let's come back and try for the score of over 8,000 for Jiminy's Journal. And to do that, we immediately need to try to get max power. We can pause and restart if we don't get it. Once we do get it, we aim for the moon while we're spinning, since that has the most open area for the pot to fly off. As for the other 4 missions and minigames, we need 18k points on the Blustery Rescue, 8,000 on the Honey Slider, 2,000 on the Balloon Bounce, and under 1 minute and 30 seconds on the Expedition. Here's how to do them all. Blustery Rescue. I use a big Keyblade like Fenrir. And the Warp Tornado prompt at every possible chance. The hierarchy of hittable items goes tree, then honeypot, then beehive. But your real honeymaker, like Moneymaker, but is right here at the end. There's a small warp tornado that streaks across the top of the screen when the beehives fall in rows, and it'll get you a ton of points from the hives, the 2 pots, and that sneaky tree that shows up.
You clever little sneak!
As for the honey slider, so we'll want to go where the honey is, obviously. Also, holding square for dash isn't always necessary and can sometimes overshoot us. The important thing is the hazards. They don't show up until we're on the book's pages. Very meta. There are more beehives, so when they show up, follow along as to not hit them. And if you do, pick up poo as quickly as possible because we can't collect honey orbs if poo is knocked down. Like I said before, always pick up Gopher for an extra hit. And honestly, for me, this log section at the end is where I tend to have the most trouble. Often misjudge the arrows, hit a hazard, poo will fly off. It's a whole thing. So if you're at 7,000 points here too and poo drops off, I think you'll be fine. Now for balloon bounce. Basically, my tips here amount to bounce on as many of the second tier balloons as you can before popping the big one. Then try to exclusively bounce on the small red balloons because they give the most points. That's pretty much it for the tips here. As for the expedition, all we have to do is reach poo in under 1 minute 30 seconds, like so. As for the honeypot, we already did it. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to click on one of these 2 videos for more Kingdom Hearts content, and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye!